Recently, I spoke to 3 NHS colleagues who was making the same £100,000, perhaps even more. The mistake I made when I was in my 20s. And to make it matters worse, they were all women from both India and Pakistan. And I was in their shoes many years ago. So this is the video I wish I had when I was making the decision to withdraw my NHS pension when I was in my 20s. The NHS contribution is absolutely insane. So this is your level of contribution, anywhere between 3 and perhaps 12 or 13% depending on your pay scale, whereas the NHS contributes 20%. Just to put this in perspective, if you were employed by a private company, employer contributions anywhere between 3, 4 or 5%. So the NHS contribution at 20% is really mind-boggling. NHS pension is inflation-proof. All of us have been mourning recently about how the prices of things have gone up. The NHS pension is RPI, so a measure for inflation, plus 1% increase each year. And recently, this has been the table. NHS pension has gone up over the last few years. The last couple of years, because inflation has run high, if you were contributing to the NHS pension, we've got a nice uplift with our pension. About taxes, all of us know that we get tax relief on our contribution towards the pension, and I hear a lot of people saying that what's the point in contributing and getting tax relief now when we pay taxes when we withdraw the pension. But here's the thing, our NHS contribution that we pay each month, we pay say anywhere between 5 and 10-12%. Let's say we pay about 10%, and then the NHS pays 20%, and then let's say we are still a basic taxpayer and the government contributes 20%. So as you can see, we pay only 20%, but the tax relief from the government plus the NHS makes up the majority of the chunk, and then the inflation gets added to it each year. So there's more money growing in the pot that accumulates over several years. So even if we are to pay tax on our withdrawals, most of the tax that we pay comes off from the added contributions that we get, which we will not get if we do not contribute to the NHS pension anyway. And on top of that, here is the big magic. Most of us pay taxes at a lower rate compared to when we were working. For example, if you're a 40% or a 45% taxpayer when you're contributing to the NHS pension, most of us will pay 20% or maybe sometimes even 40%. So we get the enhancements at a higher tax rate, but then when we withdraw, we pay at a lower tax band. Another thing I frequently hear is, oh, I don't intend to live in the UK. I plan to go back to India or Pakistan when I retire. But the thing is, you can receive your NHS pension anywhere throughout the world, whether it's India or Pakistan. It's paid directly to your bank account, and you do not pay double taxation. Both India and Pakistan have the double taxation treaty with the UK, so you pay taxes only in one of the countries. You need an accountant and things to work through your taxes, but still you'll get your NHS pension even back home. There's also another thing called the QROPS, where you can take your whole NHS pension pot and transfer it overseas to an authorized bank. The gov.uk has more details on this. Another thing I frequently hear is I may not be around to get that money when I'm retired, so I might as well enjoy the money now. But what if you are around and you do not have money and you still have to go to work in your 70s and your 80s to pay the bills? So this is an insurance policy sort of. And also, if you were to die, there is a dependent pension, so your dependents can carry on with your pension, yes, at a reduced rate, but they still get a dependent pension. Another thing I frequently hear is what if the NHS is not around in another 20 years? Perhaps that may be the case, because we all can see the NHS going one way, but the NHS pension is backed by the UK government. So although the NHS may be on its last legs, the UK government is going nowhere. Another important point is for us ladies. The people I spoke to were all ladies. One was a Malayali nurse, one was my husband's friends, somebody he grew up with, she's from Bombay, another one was a Pakistani doctor. So all of us were females, and what's happened is when I was not contributing to the NHS in my 20s, when I was working full-time and perhaps even more, and I was not contributing and not getting the added contributions from the NHS. But now when I'm working part-time due to family commitments and whatever, I'm getting the NHS contribution, but at a reduced rate because my salary is lower. So all those years of those added increased contributions that I could have missed. So hopefully you don't make that mistake. Next is the NHS pension is completely free. Just to put it in perspective, most private pension providers charge between 1 and 2% for their services, and the NHS pension is completely free. Usually the pensions accumulate over years to hundreds of thousands, so let's say even 1% of 100,000 is £1,000 per year, so that can accumulate to over several years of contributing to the pension. And the NHS pension is completely free with no charges. The NHS pension is a guaranteed income for life. Imagine no market volatility, no market crashes, no Trump crashes, what he's done recently. And you've got steady income till the day you drop dead, and the peace of mind that comes that you've got a stable income till the day you die. You also get life insurance cover with the NHS pension, twice your annual salary as a death in service pension. So if you were to die when you were still working for the NHS and contributing to the NHS, say you had a salary of say £50,000, your next of kin gets £100,000, and there's no price to be paid. It's a free insurance policy as well. I seriously hope this video can convince at least one person to contribute back to their NHS pension and not make the mistake that I made in my 20s. Please forward this video to a friend or a loved one who might be thinking of withdrawing their NHS pension, and hopefully this video can convince them otherwise. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.